Welcome to the Spaghetti Sessions, an exploration of the wild and wacky sci-fi universe created by Sam Marden. I'm your host, Paula Talesian, and today we are speaking with space monkey Teepo. So hello, Teepo.
Ugh, hello.
It's great to have you here with us today, Teepo.
Ugh, if you say so.
I do say so. Now, Teepo, you're an interesting character because you are the younger sibling of Zoola, but you are very much your own person. You're not like a shadow or a copy of them. You're also a poet. And I have an affection for writers because I'm also a poet and a writer as well. So, how do you feel about being on Earth with your sibling in a household full of aliens and a hopeless human?
I feel like this is the worst thing I've ever done, and I survived a war.
You survived a war. Okay, so you have an interesting backstory as well, which I think was expanded on in Intergalactic Geographic Volume 1. Do you want to share anything about surviving the war?
Not really. Okay. So there was this big war, and we've got another sibling. And if you think Zula is up himself, oh, you should meet the other one. But anyway, we got through the war. I'd like to say it was happily ever after, but I haven't known happiness in, well, possibly ever. So then Zula takes off here. I thought it would be a good idea to come. Zula said this place was amazing. I should have known it was absolute bullshit. And here I am.
And when you arrived, because you've been here for a little while now, what is it, 2 or 3 years? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know I'm forgettable. I don't remember you either.
I just meant that you've been here for so long, it feels like you've always been here.
It feels like that for me as well.
Okay, so when you first arrived, you were very cheerful and very hopeful and very, Zula, tell me this, and Zula, I want to hang out with you. What happened?
Well, I guess I just became better attuned to Zula's bullshit. This planet has that effect on you. Like, you didn't have to be here very long to see what a shit show it was. I don't know what Zula thought they were doing coming here, but my God, your species is. I mean, I'll be honest, I think you like it. I think you like it like this. This sense of existential dread that you drip into popular culture, that you weave throughout your life in so many ways, from the news to social media to, well, everything really. Why be happy when you can have whatever this is?
It is a heavy mix of fear and outrage and enjoying stirring the pot here. I think our species does love to be super dramatic. So, in some ways, you kind of fit right in.
There's no need to be like that.
I'm not even going to take it back. I'm not sorry.
I think the difference is that you humans can't really grasp, in the same way that a highly evolved being like me can, just how ridiculous your existence is. If it wasn't so bleak, it'd make me laugh.
Our existence is bleak. I think this episode is actually going to bring down the room. So you're a poet. Is it a poet because you need to let out some creativity, or are you a poet because you're trying to bring down the room even further?
I'm a very creative person.
Okay.
Poetry is all I've got. Maybe I should branch out into something else, sell canvases that are painted pure black.
Yes. I think you were described as a ray of darkness by your sibling.
Sounds about right.
So I want to talk a little bit about, and I asked Corey this too. I want to talk about Kipo, that Kure Tipo type of thing that people have been pushing to get you guys together. How do you feel about Kure, and how do you feel about somebody or a group of somebody's pushing a romance on you?
I like Kura. I've known Kura a very long time, but generally, I think everybody should fuck off. But then that's not specific to just the whole Kipo thing. I think that in general. I know Kure's had to deal with a lot of people trying to ship her off. If I'm honest, I think they only want to ship me off with her because they hate me. Like, it's not going to make me happy, you know?
Mhm.
Maybe it'll make me more miserable.
But that dramatic misery could end up helping you create some really interesting writing.
So could a walk on the beach.
Okay, this is true. This is true. We humans have this idea, and it's incorrect, but we have this idea that trauma begets really deep and fascinating creative works. And of course, obviously, it's not true. Trauma just creates more trauma. But do you find that your trauma helps you or gets in the way when you are creating?
I find my trauma is pretty inescapable.
Do you have a favorite member of the gang or household that you're in right now?
I'm not going to answer that question because then it's just going to lead to more shipping. I'm not falling for that. I can sense a loaded question when I hear it. No, I don't have any favourites. I hate them all.
So, if you hate everybody, why are you still there?
Well, that's asked by someone who's never had to travel across the galaxy, isn't it? Like, at least this planet is reasonably small. There's only 8 billion of you to hate here. There's a lot more people to hate out in the rest of the galaxy. Earth is like a intergalactic village in comparison.
What are your thoughts on humans in general?
I've known worse species. That's
Okay.
as good as it gets.
That's actually a little ray of sunshine for us. Gives us a little bit of hope in this rather turbulent time that we could be worse.
Yeah, you're really got to scrape the bottom of that barrel to get some hope, haven't you?
Sometimes we do. How do you feel about all the acting and all that you've been asked to do to, to be part of this gang, to show up on TikTok and skits and everything else?
Well, I suppose it passes the time until I die.
Are you waiting to die?
Aren't we all?
Do you have a favorite storyline or a favorite thing that you've done in the past year or so that really stands out to you?
Nope.
It's all shit.
Yep.
How do you feel about having your poetry in books like Slay and actually just in Slay magazine? How do you feel about that?
I feel hurt that my deep intellectual, philosophical, and emotional works are nothing more than a means to fill out a commercial, lowbrow publication.
So, what would you like to do with your work?
If Zula gets a book, why don't I get a book?
I think that's actually fair. Do you have enough work for a book?
That's being a bit picky, isn't it?
No, I think that's it's really interesting that you would want a highbrow, suitable publication to reflect your status as a writer and an intellectual. Is that correct?
Maybe.
Maybe. I am sensing some interest here.
If you're implying that I have an ego that needs to be stroked that's just as strong as Zula's is, I will have nothing more to say.
Not implying that at all, and I'm not even saying that outright. I am just thinking that maybe we have overlooked you. Are some of your negativity due to being constantly overlooked and maybe misinterpreted?
Well, to be fair, our eldest sibling is currently the most powerful person in the galaxy compared to that, it is quite easy to be overlooked.
So your oldest sibling is Darth Vader?
Might as well be.
Your oldest sibling is Arresto, if I recall correctly. So what are they, a galactic leader or head of government or what?
They're leader of the free people of Peteran, which is the most populous planet in our system.
So are they then leader of the galaxy or leader of the system?
They're leader of the planet being the most popular by default is the most powerful in the system.
Okay, because I mean, like a galaxy and a system and a planet are very different things. So I was just looking for clarity in that.
Did you get it?
No, no, I did not. But I have a simple human brain, so perhaps I missed the clarity when it walked right by me.
So the most populous and most powerful planet in the system used to be Retrest.
Right, and it's gone.
Yeah, I've got some theories on that, but I should probably keep quiet. But it means that Peterad is now the most powerful planet in that system.
Okay. Have you been to planets other than Peteran? Have you been to Retrest before it blew up?
Nope.
Have you been to any place other than Earth and Peteran?
I spent quite a lot of time on Medracad during the war.
And can you share what you did on Metrican or no?
It's classified.
Right. Do you have skills that we are unaware of?
Yeah, I'm a very deep, complicated being.
But are your skills classified?
Yep,
Interesting. If you had the opportunity to leave Earth, would you take it?
depends. Theoretically, I'd like to leave Earth, but that leaves the question, where would I go? Because I can guarantee that on whatever spaceship there'd be some annoying little shit or some AI computer who's a bit too jumped up and a bit too nosy. And then what planet do we go to? If we have to go to one that's a long way away, that's such a long journey. We'll have to stop off at every little shithole for fuel. And then what? Then where am I going to go? Am I going to go back home? Ugh,
So here is just about is the same as anywhere else
I could be as miserable here as anywhere.
with half the effort.
Yeah.
That makes sense. How do you feel about it when people vote for you to host a live or host a sub only live or anything like that? What goes through your head when that happens?
I presume they hate me, but that's okay because I hate them too.
What are your thoughts on the secondary and tertiary members of the gang, like the Noodles, the girthy snake, and Bear and Beaver, and of course the kettle?
Generally, I don't give a fuck, but if you really want my opinion, I think the humans' obsession with them are pretty juvenile.
All right, what do you think about the human?
I have no idea how she puts up with this shit.
Do you feel like she's a bit of a kindred spirit to you, or is she too hopeless to realize that?
She hasn't got enough intelligence to figure it out. Let her be Blettin's kindred spirit.
All right, so we're coming up to spooky season and we're coming up to Christmas and all of that. What are you looking forward to in the next few months or into 2026?
I don't look forward to anything anymore.
Is there nothing that you enjoy?
No, I've seen my Halloween costume. I don't know how I got talked into that. And then it's Christmas. It's your own festival on your own fucking planet, and I know how much most of you fucking hate it. So don't try and kid me that there's stuff I'm supposed to be looking forward to. Thank you very much.
Well, if Christmas is done right, it involves a an unreasonable quantity of wine or alcohol or both, and an unbelievable amount of cheese. So, what would be an aspect of Christmas that you might look forward to if the holiday was done according to your tastes?
If everybody ate and drank too much and left me the fuck alone.
Ah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I made the mistake of asking Zula what they eat, so I probably shouldn't ask you either if it's very similar. What do you eat?
Oh no, that thing that Zula does with the human, that's not to do with our species, that's just to do with Zula. I don't know what fucking lie Zula has told the human to get her to do that, but Jesus Christ, I'd hate to be her.
Should we be on the lookout for some kind of weird pairing between the human and Zula, or has that already happened right in front of our eyes?
Oh, oh, I might have to go away and be sick. I'm not sure I'd wish that pairing on either of them.
Fair. Is there a question that you wish somebody had asked you that they've never asked?
I wish more people would ask me if they should leave me the fuck alone, because the answer is always yes.
All right. And that's a great way to wrap up this episode of the Spaghetti Sessions. I want to thank you, Teepo, for being here with us, albeit reluctantly, and for sharing your thoughts and opinions on everything. We do appreciate your time.
Whatever.
This has been an episode of the Spaghetti Sessions. Listen to it on your favorite podcast site or on Spotify, or go to zoolamonkey.com for more episodes. And we will see you in the next episode.